Well, hello there. I had recorded a video of me trying this wonderful tobacco, Constantinople, from BBB. The tin dates from 1951, according to the best authority. You can find it listed in an article on pipedia.org. And it's made with, according to the blurb on the can, the luxurious nut-like flavor so loved by the English smoker, as opposed to the English smoker, is a result of a blend of Smyrna, Kavala, Dubek, Bashabagli, Persian Shiraz, and Latakia. 3 of those tobaccos no longer exist. No kidding. And I opened it, which you're not going to get to see. And it was no big deal. It didn't have that marvelous, fruity, paradisical, it doesn't have any Virginia in it. It smelled a bit like leaf mold. The moldering of leaves that collect on the forest floor, which is a lovely smell, thus the nut-like thing. And you know what? It tastes good. I can't pick a bloody thing out of it. Couldn't tell you. I mean, it's good, and I like it, and I'm really honored to have received it from one of my favorite people. Thanks, Eric. And I love the pipe you gave me. And he also gave me a 30-year-old tin of MacBaron Symphony. And when I opened that darling baby angel up, it was wonderful. Why? The answer is Virginia tobacco. Am I saying that Balkan tobaccos, because they're calling this an English mixture. That's not my definition of English. English mixture always has Virginia tobacco in it, and then other stuff has condimentals. And no flavorings. Now, it may be that my definition is wrong. Lately, I'm told that any tobacco with Latakia in it is English. I don't know why it would be. They don't grow Latakia in England. Well, hell, they don't grow any of this stuff in England. God bless them. It contains 4 tobaccos that no longer exist. As I said in my earlier attempt at a video, it's like eating a mammoth steak. Occasionally, they find a frozen mammoth, and you can't really waste the meat or the opportunity, because, maybe your umpty bajillion great-grandpa really loved mammoth steak. I'm sure he did. And here's your chance to enjoy something that he enjoyed. Well, here was my chance to enjoy something, and I did enjoy it. It was good. I like the aftertaste even better. But let me tell you, that McMahon Symphony was much more to my taste. I'll share this around. And the guys who got it will be suitably impressed that they're smoking extinct tobaccos, and they'll enjoy the flavor, because I certainly enjoyed the flavor. And will be anything to write home about, and the flavor won't. The flavor won't be anything at all to write home about. Nah. That's the way it goes. I recently had some 30-year aged Balkan Sobrani Original. Remember? I smoked it in the Cheriton Underbore. Ah, boy, the memories that came flooding back were my memories. This tobacco was put in the tin 9 years before I was born. I haven't any memories of it. It's good tobacco. It's really good tobacco. But I don't have memories. I don't have history with that tobacco. I do with the McMahons. I have history with the guy that gave it to me, which makes it perhaps more precious than it is otherwise. No. No, it does make it more precious than it is otherwise. It is the fraternal affection, reaching across the years. A history of good fellowship that makes these things better. And it may make anything at all better. I was going to tell you a story about my Uncle Ernie. That's going to wait for another time. I'm going to tell you instead a story about this very friend who gave me this. My first experience with aged tobacco came from him. And it was a 1 pound can from the 1950s of a blend that I had smoked back in the 70s. It was Bond Street, one of the most ordinary tobaccos in the world, I suppose, if you're an American. And because it was blended by an American company. And back then, it was okay, maybe a little bitey, but it was okay. He brought in a pound can that he had bought on eBay. He had won an auction for it. It came from a woman in England who had bought it for her father. for his Christmas, and he passed away not long after and never opened the tin. It had one of those twist keys like a ham can. And he waited until we were together. Now, any of you who have been to the Gatlinburg where I work know that the place smells great. It smells like a pipe shop, which is good because that's what it is. But when he opened that tin and the exchange of air took place, an aroma burst forth that was absolutely ambrosial. And we stood there with our pipes loaded up from the tin and smoked together. And it was marvelous. It was marvelous. He is such a friend that he waited until we were together to open that tin. That's what kind of friend he is. He gave me this beautiful tin of Constantinople. He gave me that beautiful tin of Symphony from Macmillan's. He gave me this rather nice pipe. It's really good. Just my style. It's straight, rustic, good smoke, Algerian briar. Made sometime, I don't know, probably the 1970s is what the article in Pipedia says. You'll notice I've referred to them twice now. If you're not reading Pipedia.org, you ought to, because it's great. I like this pipe. I like my friend even better. That tobacco, which had been rather ordinary, was made extraordinary, both by aging and by the gift, and by the waiting. It was the gift of his presence. Well, in my first attempt at making this video, I opened that tin of Constantinople. It did all of the things that a tin should do. It had held its vacuum, and the tobacco inside is in great shape. And I loaded the tobacco into my Cheriton underbore and smoked it and found it to be good. It was good. I like the aftertaste of it better. And maybe I like the aftertaste because I'm not thinking so much about the tobaccos, both living and extinct, that are in it, but about the fellow who gave it to me. Well, I think that's enough. This is my third attempt at this video, which is 2 more attempts than I usually make. But this occasion really deserved one. And now looking back upon it, it really does deserve one. All right, I'm done. I'm going to go be quiet for a couple of weeks, and I'll get back to you. Bye.